Welcome back to the stream, everybody. We're going to be playing more of Shadowrun Dragonfall. Wants to load. There we go. And we're going to be continuing off where we left off. We started a little bit early to make up for lost time on Tuesday and Wednesday, and because I think we're pretty close to the end of the game. So let's assign some karma. Can actually get that ranged combat that I want. Oh, nope. I'm just 4 off. Well, it was nice. Could have used that really cool shotgun, but nope. I don't think there's actually anything more to talk to these people about. We'll check, but I do think we have about it. That's it. So we're gonna probably go check. Maybe buy some not cybernetics, but buy some health packs, more expensive revive kits. I don't trust that we're not going to just suddenly die. That looks good. A bunch more of those still. Cool. Put those on other people. Let me know if everything sounds right. Stuff can get messed up over the weekend, especially since how long the weekend was. If we do finish this early enough, we will move on to Hong Kong today, and if not, then it's not a big deal. Oh, what is that? You enter the room to find your team preparing in relative silence. Their expressions are grim. In the back of the room, an ominous presence hovers silently at chest height. Light glints off the machine's pitted metal carapace. Eager sees the look on your face, and her voice cuts through the silence in the room. Apex present to us, calls itself Panzerdrom. But that's about all that I could get out of it. I don't like having that thing in here, boss. It's here now, like it or not. She looks up and locks eyes with you. Without looking away, she addresses the rest of the team. Enough of that. We have business to discuss. If Apex did what it said it would, then these state's automated defenses have already targeted Valclair's security forces. That'll give us serious tactical advantage. Attacking the holdfast should be doable now. Still risky, but doable. Blizz stops what he's doing and shakes his head. Yeah, we'll have an opening, sure, but what to do what? I mean, with everything we just learned, what's our new plan? She shrugs. We enter the state, locate Valclair, and shut him down. Same plan, different target. It's possible that Apex fabricated that comm feed. Valclair still might be innocent. I doubt it. My gut tells me that what we saw was real, and second-guessing ourselves isn't going to get us anywhere. Lori pauses, considering, then nods. Fair point. Okay, let's assume that Valclair is the one who's behind all of this, and what is he doing in his lab? How does the dragon tie into this? I mean, this whole thing was always about rescuing the old man from the Firewing. Is she still in the picture at all? Has she ever been? After what Apex showed us, I don't even know what we're trying to stop anymore. All that I see is a lot of dead bodies with no explanation why. It doesn't matter why Valclair killed Monica and Paul and all the other people in the cruise bazaar. All that matters is that he did. I'm going to bury him for it. You're welcome to help. I, for one, want answers. Amsel said that there was a lot of money flowing into Hartfield Estate, and he found evidence that a bioweapon was being stockpiled there. But for Valclair's doing, he had Apex kill his own brother to hide it. I intend to find out what it is. We'll get your answers, but Eager's right. We need to focus on stopping Valclair. There's a moment of silence as the group pauses, considering your words. Finally, Glory steps forward. That's satisfactory. I'm in. This is your show, Chief. Whatever you choose to do, I'll come along for the ride. When we reach Valclair, I'll take him out. He'll never know what hit him. You lead, I'll follow, boss. Eager glances at you and cocks her head. Looks like the team's good to go. What's our next move? We hit the estate, find Belclair, extract whatever information we can, improvise from there. Sounds straightforward enough? She raises a hand. Word of caution, pal. Our objective may be simple, but taking the same approach that we took last night would be a mistake. What do you suggest? In reviewing the intel Alice sent us and comparing to what I gathered on our original run, there's been a substantial increase in the number of heat signatures on the ground. That means new security troops. Lots of them. Hey, Zam. Thank you. Great. They know that we're coming. She slings her rifle over her shoulder. That just means we'll be fighting in a target-rich environment. He cracks his knuckles. Works for me. Well, we'll want to get into the lab area as quickly as possible, so I suggest bypassing the main floor of the state entirely. We can enter via the service entrance that you escaped through last time. Unfortunately, they've blocked off the route we used between the stables and the tree line. That means we're going to have to fight our way there. We still need to find the old man. The lab that Valclair was talking about wasn't on the ground floor, so it's either in the basement or the sublevel. We go down, we scour every level till we find it. Yeah, we're gonna finish Dragonfall. That may take a while. That facility could be massive. There was clearly a lot more to it than we saw. We got no way of knowing how far underground the complex extends. We go in prepared for an extended search then. Igor looks down, checking her gear. Ammo won't be a problem. You have any reservations? Say it. There's nothing to say. We'll do what we have to. Okay, that's it. Finish gearing up and head to the tunnel at the back of the state house. I'll meet you where we stashed the van. Cool. I want to check my computer. I hate how it says I have one unread message, but I can't read it. It confuses me. The giant bot is Panzerdrome, and that is who Apex gave us in that thing from last week. We've got a job to prepare for POW. I don't have any more time to talk. Hit me up after the run if you like, but for now I need some space. I'm gonna check what everyone has to say. I'm gonna pat Dante on the head because I love the dog. I'm gonna pet him. You're a good dog. What can I do for you? Okay, we've got nothing there. Nothing blitz either. Any updates on Alexander? Nothing new boss he's adjusting. Okay. Let's go talk to Panzerdrome. Panzerdrome's single mechanical eye tracks your movement. Yeah, Dante should totally be a free companion. The massive bulk of the thing lends it an uncanny air as it hovers effortlessly above the ground. The thing looks ancient. I'm guessing that it was under the development back when Apex Lab got shut down in 36. After a brief pause, he rolls his eyes and turns away. Some reward. In terms of computing power, my PDA could probably run circles around this thing. The shaman peers warily at the machine, his arms crossed over his chest. Old doesn't mean harmless, kid. When we're talking to tech, it might as well. I'm sure that Malit has a whole warehouse full of drones that could outperform this thing. I don't think so. Mil-spec is mil-spec, and this thing was clearly designed for the battlefield. The enormous machine hovers impassively, its turbofan rotors keeping it slightly aloft. A small arsenal of heavy weaponry juts out from the seam of its armor's platings. Whether we bring this thing along or not is up to you, pal. I can see advantages either way, she shrugs. Whatever you decide, we'll go along with it. Cool. Well, I already bought loot. I didn't want to go search for a bunch of gear, so we're just gonna try with what we have. Okay. Well, I want Diedrich, and I want Igor, and I want Glory. Alright, Panzerdrome's not coming, Bliss isn't coming. That simple. Would like to take them. Like, I don't like having so many choices. Like, seriously. Okay. I think I have everything I want. He needs... Well, actually, let's see what Glory has. Eager's full. Glory could use another res kit. Future could use a res kit. A second res kit. One of the good ones. And he could use, actually he could use that one less and use 2 med kits. One of the 3s, I think. Oh, I have to scroll all the way back down. Okay, that's what we're gonna go for. Yep, gonna go with the old group. It's tried and true. Once again, the grounds of the Harfield Manor are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. But unlike last time, the air is rank with foreboding. The night is swollen with homicidal intent. They're waiting for you. I don't need to review the plan. We've already talked about the plan a bunch. Make our way across the grounds to the servants' entrance, taking down security troops that threaten us along the way. Once we make it there, we'll take the freight elevator down to the lab. With Apex free, we shouldn't have to worry about the automated defenses inside the complex. Some of them might even give us a hand. That won't help us much out here, though. Lead the way, pal. We'll follow. Let's make them pay. The team looks at one another for confirmation. They all nod sharply. They're ready. Okay. We're gonna do a save in the new slot, just in case we have to restart here, and just in case we have to restart way in the back. I'm gonna push the open panel on the button. I'm gonna move here. I knew there was an enemy that was close to us. That was cool. Actually, if we give her... Oh, right. Have to come out here. Give her Bum Bum. Shoot another one? Or miss. That's a thing. Really disappointing. Oh, we're just gonna have to go here. Just gonna heal herself. Oh, no wound to heal? Oh, no, never mind. Give Glory Bum Bun. Go to Glory. I want to just see what's over here real quick. Nothing. Okay. I'll think about that. Kind of want to take out people over here. Like, we're not letting those hellhounds out. Thank you. Wow, that's all he can see there? It's a bit bad. I put him in a very bad position. Guess it's Glory's turn. Okay. Move there, I think. He's gonna move here. Well, we now know. I don't know if they improve corners. It's a bit frustrating, but that's okay. Not the most horrible situation that's happened. At least we don't have to fight these 3 hellhounds. That's nice. Defense routine, Apex not found. Primary automated systems offline. Secondary protocols engaged. Use the keycard. Wanted to make life a little bit easier for me. I can run her forward to see what's going on. Makes us ripe for grenades, but that's fine. Oh, running away, huh? Bit disappointing. Oh yeah. What the I think is very good there. Out of ammo. That's not what I wanted to experience. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I don't want to do that. All move in the corner. Wow, you're a bit slow, my dear. Okay, because we almost killed both of them. Aha, that's gonna be a bad guy. And that's a bad guy. Weird way the sniper rifle works. I still haven't figured it. Yeah, it makes you think that there's a dragon living here. Really? No line of sight? Really weird. Well, that's a thing. Yep. Wow, she missed all of that. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's gross. I have 0 AP. That doesn't make any sense. Well, give her some bun bun. And we'll heal. Okay. She needs to take out him. Spread them out. That's not bad. Oh my gosh. Seriously. We don't want that in the face of anybody. Just gonna move here. It doesn't matter too much. That's the wrong person. Thought I was on POW. Why can't I heal her? Oh, there we go. Well, mistakes were made. We'll get it. We'll get it. Or he's gonna run there. Let's have him run here. Well, that's not who I wanted to move there. I'm a bit bad at this. I stop playing for a week and forget how to, like, move my characters. Is that it? That's not it. Well, there's another bad guy somewhere. Okay. Well, that was a mistake. Bye, Glory. It was nice knowing you. Yeah, it was like they're expecting me or something. Okay, Glory. Your job is to retreat. Med yourself. And do that. Remove him back. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay. He can do this. And then he's gonna retreat to there. He's gonna watch that. I'm going to wish there was better cover. That is what I'm going to do. Eager. Retreat right back here. Glory is on the wrong weapon. Then I have room to move her one. We're right here. Both right there. There we go. It's totes awesome. Line of sight there. Want Glory. Can hit him. Hit him one more time. Retreat back around the wall. Glory is gonna hit him again. Okay. Kind of want to just let myself have one more round of protection. Try and funnel them in. Pow needs to bun Glory. Eater needs to bun Glory. Yeah, it's nice to have a competent shooter and not just blitz. So we have these guys who are not leaving their position, it looks like. So we're gonna retreat her back to the corner. We're gonna put her on Overwatch. There we go. That's what I wanted. Glory's gonna come in here. I think that'll work. Oh right, that's a gargoyle. Can kick him one. Retreat her here. Oh, move Pow in. And then what I've got here. Acid the gargoyle, or miss. Oh, don't want to waste my time on that. Just gonna... yeah. Okay. That's key. Don't think I'm doing too bad right now. Ow. That, I mean, I say that. That hurts. That hurts a lot. I don't want to move anywhere near that gargoyle. Wow. Okay. I mean, sure. I didn't want to walk into that. Gargoyle there, person there. I kind of want to kill this mage. Glory's gonna move up. You know what were some of the discussions? I just have to be careful not to trigger that gargoyle yet. That's not what I wanted. No matter what, I'm really gonna miss. So it's like a big waste of my time. I didn't miss. Amazed by that. Oh, Dietrich. Like some faces. Line of sight is blocked. No, it's not. Well, if I walk past this gargoyle, we're gonna go right back into combat. Wow, that's a bit ridiculous. Okay. We have one more gargoyle. Well, that's cool. Yeah, if you fail too many, it would stop doing stuff. That's nice. No, stop doing that. I just waste Glory's turn. It's great. Cool. Yeah, man, there's way too much of that missing, so it's nice that there was a way of making it better. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Well, here's the thing here. I don't want to take that freight elevator just yet. Because I know there's parts of it I haven't searched over this way. Kind of just want to go in the front. Looks like they know they can't depend on Apex to be their watchdog anymore. Someone manually lock the door. Well, then never mind. I'm forced to go back all the way over here. I want that vase. Should have, like, not left that at the beginning of the game. I'm a bit frustrated about that. Screen on the elevator control panel displays randomly flickering characters and error signals. Primary security is a late evacuation label access level. Please contact 466 auxiliary air ducts for your notice. Primary turret controls. Please east stairwell. That makes no sense. Yeah, I'm gonna transition. So we've only used a couple of med kits, which is just fine. I think we've done pretty good at keeping each other alive. As you step in the room, you find yourself standing in a charnel house. There are fresh corpses spread across the floor, and metal tiles are smeared with blood. Looks like Apex did what it promised. Lori coolly eyes one of the ruined corpses. Looks that way. Sweeping your gaze across the room, you see a variety of terminals, all displaying error messages. Whatever security Apex provided here, it's offline now, leaving the machines unlocked and unprotected. It probably won't stay quiet in here for long. We should keep moving. Not just yet. There could be valuable intel in here, and we just don't know how big this facility is. We should sweep the area for clues before pushing forward. Alright, fine, we'll search the room, but let's do it quickly, yeah? I don't want to get stuck in here again. I concur, my friend. The access port has been replaced. Black scorch marks still mar the surface of the matrix access panel. This is where Monica jacked in, and this is where she met Apex. Is this where it happened? Yeah, this is where she died. She stares at the scorch marks that blacken the access panel. Poor Monica. I still can't believe she's gone. Okay. Terminal there. Control panels. Press a key. You press a key at random and the screen begins to flash. Piezoelectric beeper buried somewhere deep inside the terminal plays a series of chirps, and the system reboots itself. And then, when the screen comes alive, it's filled with a text. Welcome, Minister. Please select from the following. Hyperthermophile studies. Information you see in this entry is impossibly dense. It would take a week for you to decipher. Search for clues. If you're Andrea trying, most of the text screen is nonsense. You catch a few words here and there, but most of it is for the part you're lost. From what you can pick up, it looks like this lab was studying animals that thrive in extremely hot environments. For that purpose, you cannot say. Let's leave this alone for a second. Because I have 4 karma. Can I add it to biotech? No, I can't. Not smart enough for biotech. Okay. Press a key. Artificial lamphiotes and monoclonal antibody production. This is going to be so dense. I don't know. Search for jargon. Report is completely foreign. When you can piece together, it looks as though scientists have working on develop of some sort of artificial immune cell, something sturdy and self-replicating that's capable of pumping out antibodies on its command. Why the Dunas is beyond you. Hermetic techniques for slowing radioactive decay. Hey, you can skill in the entry with spellcasting. The meta-magical theory detail here goes way over your head. You're able to pick up bits and pieces of what the entry is saying. Apparently, the Hermetic theoreticians have developed a way to stabilize decaying isotopes. The technique has been proven effective at prolonging the half-life of radioactive material well beyond its usual limits, and preventing it from emitting harmful radiation. There's no data to hint at what the ultimate goal of the project might be, but the potential applications for this technique like this are almost limitless. Pancreas recent development notes. Surprisingly, this entry is relatively easy to read. Skimming it over, you discover that the scientists here have been working on a variety of additional tweaks to a project called Panakia? I don't know. Apparently a batch of artificial lymphokits developed for the project have recently been bound with a airborne RNA virus. The resulting microorganism is as infectious as the flu and exhibits a broadband capability to jump species barriers. The note also discussed the bioagent Doom and the resident science efforts to deconstruct it. It appears as though they are attempting to improve the formula in some way. There's a moment of silence as the group absorbs everything that you've just read. I don't like the looks of this POW. I don't like it at all. Lori, any insights? A few. I think it's some sort of delivery system for Doom. It's a virus, airborne and highly infectious, and it can produce Doom antibodies on command, and the radioactive payload of the Doom antibodies is stable, somehow dormant. Magical research is over my head, so I don't know what how that ties in. All this makes me feel extremely uneasy, pal. Doom is dangerous enough on its own. I don't like the idea that Valclair is tinkering with it. How about you, Eager? I told you about the stories I've heard. The stories about Doom being deployed in border skirmishes. Well, I spared you the gross details. Didn't want to give you nightmares. Here's what I think. We need to put a stop to this, and we need to do it now. Gekrick? I only caught a little bit, the magical research stuff, and almost most of that was over my head. I didn't really go in for a hermetic theory, boss. Makes my eyes glaze over every time. What I can understand, it looks like the mages have found a way to stabilize radioactive material. I guess that they could use something like that for a lot of things. It's pretty open-ended, but something like this tells me it's not. I'm not going to like whatever Valclair's doing with it. Okay. We're just too stupid to figure it out. That makes me sad. The estate is littered with the detritus of my former life, mechanical appendages that I have outgrown. I've instructed these devices to ignore you and slaughter my former captives. A small token of my appreciation for your assistance. Cool beans. We're not gonna get murdered. Yeah, Doom is bad. Doom bad, don't Doom. That's kind of what I've guessed about this whole situation. You know, if we back up... we can see what these turrets can do. They're not that good. Yeah, I was expecting something better. Hope I missed that. Probably shouldn't have stood there. Or stayed there. Theoretically, if we don't kill him, looks like we're going to. We're good. Well, let's go in here, check this stuff, and go up there, check that stuff. Click on it. Oh, well, that's not what I want. Security cameras. This drone is a remote control box with both manual and direct rig controls. Although its small screen is cycling error messages, appears to be partially functional. A rigger would get the most use out of the equipment. Let's just add it to our inventory because we can. Okay, in there. Let's open this door instead. We need to get, like, way back there. So I'm just going to take my time. Experience all that I have the ability to experience. Well, all I got. If I wore my suit, if I had the other suit on, what is it? Yeah, if I had the other suit on, the one that gave me +1 hacking, I could have done it. Oh, that's a bit ridiculous. I don't know what the storage panel is. We're just gonna kill these guys. I mean, sure, everybody hold it up. That's, like, perfect, actually. Well, that's not good. It's a bit better. Well, I'd hope to get both of them, but I guess I didn't. Well, that's not how I wanted that to happen. We can do something with her turn. Well, there we go. I press a key. You press the key begins to flash. Read first message. Bokard Hans, we need to organize an all-staff meeting to discuss lab safety. Everyone is overworked and overstressed, and this is a perfect recipe for workplace accidents. I'm telling you, we cannot afford any more accidents. The loss of I don't know, was hard on everybody. He was well liked, and watching him die in such a horrible fashion was hard on morale. The staff is still committed to the cause. They all know what they signed up for, and they know how important this is. But losing such a good man because of such a basic lapse in lab safety has been a difficult pill to swallow. Read second message. Aldolf Falkenrath. I'm writing this to request additional security for the animal testing lab. You know how large and vicious these creatures can be. Without more trained handlers on staff, we're begging for another accident. You remember what happened to Vaughn? I'd also like to repeat my request that the animals be defranged, declawed, and muzzled, preferably someplace far away from the lab. Our having to use them is unavoidable due to their genetic similarity to our targets, but that doesn't mean we can't take precautions. Third. Ingrid de Noof. I just wanted to thank you for pushing to bring the new Hermetic lab online. It's good to know that you're listening to our requests. The research that the Hermetic researchers have been doing should make our work with Panacea much more manageable. Step away. Is this numbers or letters? I think this was numbers. Yeah. Oh, we're just gonna leave this one. Yes, please. If you can give me the code to the armory, that'd be great. Because I'd like just to see what it is. Oh. Cool. So we're gonna switch it with that one. Cool. So we can come back for that med kit later. Actually, we can check how low we are in health now. Nope. Ouch. None of us need it. Oh, that's insanity, whatever that is. Aha. That had not quite gone the way I wanted it to. Yep, that is exactly what I knew was going to happen. Okay. So there's another thing in this hallway. can't see now. I want to get me back around the corner. I'm not going in that room. Not yet. I want them to open doors. I want them to get huddled up. I want this to be easier on me. Wow, that's gonna die. Okay. Let's knock him out. It's perfect. He's knocked out. Left right here. I probably shouldn't have left her there. Move exactly one spot. We can bun her. And retreat her. Okay. Very frustrating. Because they continue to shut the door, then they don't shoot these guys. And it keeps these turrets alive. And then that funnels them in, and I get them where I want them. Perfect. Oh, I didn't want to be on a grenade. I wanted to be on my shotgun. Lori's actually going to run over here, hopefully. Wish we could hide right in this line here, but we can't. Yeah, that's sad that one got blown up, but that is all that damage that I did not have to take. That's how I view that. Oh, I blew that up. Haha. Making all the mistakes today. I'm like, come on, guys. Yeah, I didn't name the charts at least, yeah. Ow. Glory needs to use that med kit. Move her here. Like, I'm the only one that needs it, but whatever. Don't inspect. Just hit the dude. And hit the dude again. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating that that's what ended up happening. Super frustrating. But it could have been, like, infinitely worse. Hoping that that's what would happen. Oh gosh, that's what I was like, I don't even know what's going on over here. Oh, there's one more bad guy. That's cute. Yep, he was like, nope, not doing that with my life. Got better things to do than that. Seriously, LOS is blocked. Cool. Large crack, yeah. Oh. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm confused now. What did I do? They're going right there? I don't understand. Did I choose the wrong location? I wanted them to blow up this here. But they're going here. Oh. I guess I chose the wrong location. Here, when did I last save? Let's just load this and see when our last save was. It was before that whole fight, who cares? I'll just fight that whole fight. It's not a big deal. I think I saved after I got the med supplies. Yeah, I saved before here. So what is this location called, then? Weapon storage? Oh, perfect. Sweet. No more drones. Oh, seriously. Actually, before I do any of this, how can range combat 6 hopefully get a chance to touch my stash here? I already have that. Send that to the stash. SMG. No, we'll send that to our stash. Hoping for something better. But I guess I didn't get it. That's okay. Okay. I'm gonna quickly save. Open the door. Be like, ah, bad guys. Right? I was going to retreat here. Theater is going to retreat here. He's going to cover there. Eager is going to retreat here. And you're going to retreat here. And take some advantage of that. Oh, these are just gonna die before they even get to do anything. Last time it went so much better by forcing them to walk out the door. Wow. Super pathetic. Oh. How could you make up for it? It's gonna miss. Well, actually it hit and did everything I wanted it to do anyways. Oh. On that again. Well, I thought he would have died. He did not. You guys are no longer asleep, which is a big deal. Yeah, they have like the most horrible aim ever. And they like take all the damage. I don't have to worry about him now. I just don't feel comfortable with a blind corner. No! Guess that makes up for it. Not really. And that was my hope, that I could hit them for a bunch. Well, I can either try to hit or not. And there we go. Just like that. See, how much does anybody need health-wise? Okay, she needs one. I'm gonna give that to Glory, because if I backtrack, go there. Pick up that one. And there'll be no change whatsoever. Cool. I don't think we're doing horrible. I think think it's pretty good right now. Okay. I feel like it's all a trap. Maybe it's not. The old man behind the glass works feverishly at his console, glancing up at you when he can. The cigarette dangles from his mouth, its bluish smoke curling around his head. An overflowing ashtray sits at the lab table in front of him. The years have not been kind, and his features are instantly recognizable. Despite his age, he still has the strong chin and high cheekbones that you remember from the Green Winters DVD. This is Dr. Adrian Fauclair. As you approach, he stops what he's doing, a look of intense irritation on his face. He clears his throat, and with a harsh, rasping sound emerges from the loudspeaker next to the glass. So you're the Shadowrunners that Audrin warned me about. I assume you've left a trail of corpses in your wake. And you must be Dr. Fauclair. That's right. He scowls. I don't know why you insist on interfering with my work, but I assure you that's over now. He reaches down, flips a switch. You hear a loud thud and a click behind you as the door locks shut. You'll find that the blast door behind you is sealed and that the laboratory you occupy is fully secured. An important precaution, we keep our test subjects in there, and they are far more dangerous than you. He takes a drag on his cigarette. I won't permit you to cause any harm, Shadowrunner. Any further harm. You will remain trapped where you are for your own good. We're gonna break the glass. You launch yourself to the window, your shoulder slammed into the hard surface with a heavy thud. Despite your best efforts, the window doesn't budge. The window between us is made of Dicote-treated transplast. Do whatever you like to it. You'll find that it's quite unbreakable. He's right. There's nothing we're carrying can even scratch Dicote. That glass is essentially sheathed in diamond. You need military-grade explosives to crack it, she frowns. We're stuck in here. Now, he fixes you with a level stare. I want to know why you're here. You came in here so violently. I want to know why you've so violently interjected yourself into my business. First, you break into my state, which you don't even know was mine, apparently. Then you spend what must be a small fortune to track me down. You locate my AI, destroy it, then drive all the way out to the countryside. And finally, you shoot your way into my laboratory. He leans forward, hands on his table, his eyes narrowed into a piercing stare. So I have to ask you, Shadowrunner, who are you, and why are you here? Vengeance. Someone killed our friends, attacked our home, and I'm thinking that someone was you. Claire covers his face with his pale, nicotine-stained hands, groans. Yes, that was me. I was the one who sent Apex and Audrin after you. You're going to pay for that. Why attack Cruz Bazaar, Vauclair? Why kill Paul? It was necessary to preserve the secrecy of my work, for the greater good of all. I know I've wronged you, and for this I am sorry. He sighs, a long, rattleish sigh that quickly turns into a violent fit of coughing. The sound echoes over the loudspeaker. He collects himself, continues. I don't expect you to understand, nor do I have time to explain it to you. He straightens, glances back at the screen on his side, and nods curtly. Now I must know. How did you learn that I was still alive? How did you even know to look for me? Did someone send you? Your brother said you were the world's only hope to stop Firewing from returning. He starts, and the sudden movement sends his overflowing ashtray flying from the table. It clatters to the ground in a cloud of ash. My brother Hermie? It's been years. Have you seen him? How is he? His brow furrows. He takes a step towards you impatiently. Well? Oh, you mean you didn't know? You killed them too, just like Paul and Monica. He slumps into the chair next to him, his whole body shaking. I didn't. He is suddenly overcome by another fit of coughing. He steadies himself on the arm of the chair. Apex. He clutches his chest. I should have never trusted that thing. He closes his eyes, and a tear traces its way down the gaunt hollow of his cheek. Oh, Hermie, the things I've sacrificed. All for this. All for Panacea. All for tonight. All for what, Vauclair? Tell me what's going to happen tonight. You owe Hermie that much. He looks up dazed, his eyes unfocused. What's going to happen tonight? Oh, yes, tonight. Tonight will be the end of dragons. Not just Firewing, all dragons. Explain yourself. He fumbles in his pockets, produces a fresh cigarette. He lights it with shaking hands and breathes in deeply. The orange glow of the cigarette flares bright, and when he exhales, the words spill out in smoke. The Firewing burned and murdered and caused untold damage in her bestial rage, until the Dragonfall, until I stopped her, but the destruction was merely a symptom of a greater cancer. The Firewing wrought destruction with fire and claw. Today's dragons, Lofir, Dunkenclaws, some Zeldir, they kill and conquer with subtler tools, deception, manipulation, corruption. He spits with disgust. They use us as pawns, playing pieces, puppets in their millennia-long machinations. Oh yes, dragons are a cancer, one that will conquer or worse, destroy all humanity if we do not stop it. One of the metastasized when the world awakened. An ironic metaphor, since it was the failing of our own body that allowed me to see it. Get to the chase. I sell the notes. I know it's doom. He clenches his jaw. Good or bad is immaterial. I do what is necessary. He trembles, racking again by violent coughing. As the coughing subsides, he takes another long drag on a cigarette, and the ash creeping closer and closer towards his mouth. I'm sorry, Hermie. I'm sorry you won't be able to see it for yourself. I'm sorry I failed you. He turns his attention back to the computer, stubbing out his cigarette. He grabs a fresh one from the pack and lights it. Tonight I will release it to the world, and how absurd that the instrument of Dragonkind's destruction. He presses a button on the terminal, and a large observation window at the far end of the room rises slowly. Will be carried by Firewing herself. Through the glass you see the prostrate form of a dragon far below. An enormous set of shackles binds it. The maze of tubes snakes into its body. The tubes connected to a cruel-looking apparatus that has been mounted to the wall. Look at that. You found her alive in the SOX after all. Tonight the Firewing will fly again, infected with the virus. She will slowly be destroyed from within, but before that happens, she'll provide the catalyst for the global transmission of it. Catalyst? What catalyst? If spurred by the sight of the dragon below, he begins to type furiously at his terminal. Firewing's fire will carry the agent in its dormant state. Any metahumans exposed will become carriers and will spread the disease to other dragons. The carriers will be infected with the virus as well, but it will not harm them. To non-dragons, it's a nuisance, nothing more. When a critical mass of carriers is achieved, my prankier will spread unstoppable. It will spread across the globe in a relentless tide. However, if it does not reach its critical mass, it will fizzle, die out, become inert. Hence the need for a ground zero, a flashpoint for a mass infection event. He looks to the ceiling, mumbling to himself. I'm sorry, Hermie. I know you loved your flex state, but that doesn't matter now. It must be Berlin. And you're going to stick Firewing on Berlin. He continues his work. Filled with feverish energy. To save the world, yes. For Mercury to work, the Berlin must burn, a sacrifice, one for the greater good. Firewing will breathe her affected fire upon Berlin, thousands will die, and through the destruction, the virus will take to the air. A critical mass of Berlin's metahuman population will be exposed, but no one will think to quarantine the city until it's too late. The Flux state lacks any centralized authority. Corporations will evacuate their own. Thousands will flee the city infected. He mutters, his voice growing more detached. Oh yes, Hermie, Berlin is the perfect place. It's the perfect flashpoint. What's supposed to happen tonight? No, but this little intervention of yours leaves us no choice. So let us see. He squints at his screen. Tonight wind patterns dictate the ground zero to be that location. Highly populated. The virus will spread quickly enough from there. It's only a few kilometers from the cruise bazaar. Don't do it, Valclair. I swear I'll make you hurt if you do, and I'll make it last. Valclair sighs, shuts his eyes tight, brings a shaking hand to his temple. We all know that is not going to happen. You are trapped here, impotent to stop this from happening, and this will happen. The old man eyes a cigarette butt in his hand, fishes out another from the pack, and lights it with the first, and then he returns to his console. Reaching to the side of the microphone, he mutters something to the receiver. You can barely hear him make out the sound of the name Audrin. When he turns to address you again, his voice is level. The shaking in his hands seems to have subsided. Security will be here soon, and they will take care of you. Do not worry, you will not be harmed. The sacrifice that I am making tonight is a necessary evil. It cannot be helped, but as long as you remain confined, I see no reason to kill you too. I call it mass murder. Claire stiffens, turns to face you. Anger washes across his face. Was it mass murder when America dropped the atomic bomb on Japan? The myopic would say yes, just as you are now, but they did it for a cause, to shorten the agony of the war, to save the lives of thousands upon thousands of soldiers. The old man is trembling now. I do the same for the good of the world. I'm not buying it, Doc. The ending of war and exterminating an entire intelligent species are two very different things. Don't be so self-righteous. We drive new species to extinction every single year on this planet. Dragons, at least, we have a cause to destroy. Humanity was born to reproduce, to multiply. But dragons were born to acquire, to accumulate, to hoard. Both strive to bend the world to their will. Humanity has conquered the air, land, and sea through sheer numbers. Dragons, however, employ different means altogether. Throughout history, they have allowed us to do the heavy lifting while they pull the strings. There are 17 great dragons of the world today, 17 ancient worms, millennia old, slowly dividing the planet into 17 piles of gold to nest upon, in front of our eyes. Once upon a time, they burned castles to steal the treasure we collected, laid waste to entire armies. But here, in the sixth world, it is no longer about tooth and claw and fiery breath. His voice seethes with hatred. Now it's public relations, marketing, mergers and acquisitions. You see it every day. Dragons on the Tridio, in the boardrooms. They gather influence, wealth, power, continually hoarding, until one of them sits atop it all. Perhaps not this cycle of the world, perhaps not the next, but one day one worm will stand alone, triumphant, with all of humanity as its cattle, with all of the world as its prize, and that, he trembles, his voice dropping to whisper, that I will not allow. You're nuts. I think that's my answer. Yushi's voice is low and quiet. There has to be a better way, Valclair. There has to be. Valclair stops, bows his head, and closes his eyes. I'm a man of science, Shadowrunner. A better path may exist, but I do not know what it is. I wish that I didn't have to sacrifice so many. I wish that Hermie hadn't had to die. But the solution is here, now, in my hands. I choose to take it. Through the speakers, you hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching. Audrey, good. It's about time you showed up. Sorry, Doctor. We are waking up the dragon's physical form. It requires some care. The procedure is ready to begin now. You should see to it. The Nork sneers at you from behind the glass, his scarred features writhing in the dancing light of Valclair's monitor. Look like you trapped the thugs who are attacking the manor. Yes, they won't be a problem any longer, but with Apex gone, our security is still compromised. We still best hurry. Oh, and Audrin, don't forget to clean the containment unit afterwards. The virus will kill Firewing along with the rest, and when it does, her astral form will perish as well. Human host or no. We're going to stop you, Valkyler. We'll find a way. Igor's lips curl into a snarl, and we'll make it painful. Audrin twists suddenly towards the glass. Quiet. Everything is ready in the chamber, Dr. Valclair. I think you should start the procedure yourself. Valclair brings his cigarette to his mouth and inhales sharply, holding it for a long moment. Yes, my friend. He looks at the ceiling. It is time, Hermie. Let's do some good. He stubs out the last cigarette with a heavy sigh. I'll begin the infusion process. Audrin, please make sure our guests here are securely locked away before you come down. I am sorry, pal. Sorry for your friend, Paul Amsel. Sorry for Frau Schaefer. Sorry for the Cruise Bazaar. Sorry for Berlin. I wish there was another way. You're not the same man who once saved Germany from the firing ring. If I get out of here, Valclair, I'll be saving Berlin from you. Fire flashes in his eyes, his back straightens. You do not know me, Shadowrunner, nor can you possibly understand me, what I've been through, what I know with absolute certainty. The world may pass judgment over my actions when I am dead and gone. It will not be long now. Until then, I do not have the luxury of mortality. I go now to do a hard thing, perhaps an evil thing, but a thing that is necessary. He fixes you with a weary stare, then turns and exits the room. Hey, we're gonna murder his face. Not letting them do the thing. So we're gonna quick save. Audrin turns to stare at you through the glass, his lips curl into an insolent smile. Hi again, long time. How's Amsel doing? The hole in his brain pan heal up okay? Lori fixes the orc with a cold stare. Taunt all you want. If we get out of here, you'll wish you never set foot in Cruise Bazaar. The burned orc knocks on the heavy translat window separating you. Afraid that's not going to happen. This lab's locked down tight, like the doc said. The test subjects that they keep in here don't play well with others. Dangerous, nasty things. And they don't smell great either, but you'll see for yourself in a second. Been meaning to talk to you about that. You could use some deodorant yourself, big guy. The stink from your smoldering corpses will cover it. He checks the monitor. Listen, I gotta go. Have fun with the test subjects while I'm gone. He grins and flips the switch on the console. You hear the hiss of sliding doors open nearby. If you're still alive when I get back, I'll put a bullet you in or something. Wonderful. Well, it's time to take out whatever these things are. Put Pow here. Give Eager a bonus. Eager can move 2. And then Eager can shoot the Fire Drake. And miss all the shots on the Fire Drake. That's a thing we want. Lori for now is going to sit in the back because I don't want her to die yet. Say I had a feeling it's going to be more than one. They're not bugs, so yeah, it's not going to be too bad. It's going to suck, but it's not going to be too bad. Should I have my grenades? They're not close enough. I wish there was more ley lines. Like... Well, that's great. Well, that was horrible. I have to use a med kit. Okay. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to have happen there. Or that. That's okay. Okay, that wasn't too hard. We're gonna save. We're gonna talk to this strange woman. The gaunt woman pauses at the glass as you approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches up at it, startled. Dietrich studies the woman for a minute. I think this is Firewing. Valclaire must have trashed her astral form in that woman. He checks the data readout on the terminal next to the woman. Oh man, he kept her in this thing for 20 years at least. There's nothing but a reptile brain left in a dragon down there. You okay? A small voice whispers through the lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward like a rusty lock. Help, please help. How do I free you? The guts, find the guts by my body. A machine that keeps me trapped in this jar, this bubble, this prison. Break it, break it. I want to help you, but this place is sealed tight. I know a way to free yourself. Then you help me. A deal if you agree to free me. Let's think this through, pal. Be careful. I do. Okay, deal. You help me, I'll help you. The woman nods enthusiastically. I will help you, grant you release, and you will repay me in kind. Yes, yes, you can escape from this room. There is a panel in the floor there. You can drop down, find your way into the guts of this place. There, by my body is the machine. Break it, break it, break it. Got it. I'll break the machine. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small line of light filters in from the narrow passage above you. There appears to be a light fixture mounted in the walls, but there's no sign of a light switch. Where are we, boss? It looks abandoned. I think this place is military. Judging by our depth in the markings, I'm guessing it's an abandoned missile base. That would explain why Valclaire chose this place for his operation. It can be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. That was interesting. What now? No choice. We have to find the Firewing is being kept, and if we don't stop Valclaire from releasing her, everyone in the Cruise Bazaar is dead. Check that. Too dark to read. We'll pick up the gas can. There's a small portable gas generator with a standard pull cord. It cables running next to a large diesel fuel tank sitting next to it. The fuel gauge reads empty. Pour the gasoline in. There's it's half full. Pull the start cord. Chugs to life. Hit the main, Jenny. The large diesel generator with an electric starter. The fuel tank reads empty. It reads out or lit, and it appears to be functional. Try the generator. Okay, nothing happens. We have to find something else in here. A scorpion. Remember scorpions from the last time. They were awful. It was a relatively easy one. We're going to take the diesel fuel. Super dark in here. You guys can see it on the stream. At the diesel. Start it. The shutter and a plume of black smoke, the generator comes to life. Okay, so the lights are turned on. We're gonna read this paper. At the lightest touch, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out one small scrap that still contains legible writing. Look, Jorg, I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you heard something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering around. We've got to finish our blasting. We don't get paid. No amount of weirdness is going to change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back. Who knows? It might be worth something. Okay, so I'm going to double check that there's nothing that direction. You're holding Alt. No, nothing. We're gonna run back over here. We're gonna open the door. We're gonna save. And then we're gonna go in the room. There's a good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through. Look through the crack. Shapes form in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. The first voice sounds nervous, young. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're going to come this way? The second voice is older, confident. They have no choice. It's the only route they have access through. There's a pause and you hear a sound of a throat clearing. So, think we can stop them? The second voice is dismissive. With 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who's going to have to explain it to Audrin if they get past us. Which is why you're not going to mess up, got it? As soon as any one of these doors open, you shoot, got it? Yeah, I got it. Go look away. We're going to step back from the crack. So we're not going to open the door down there, I guess. This is the current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and the buttons are non-functional. The last data entry is still open. It appears to be the email from someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the awakening. Who knows what's else down here? Hope that Scorp sightings are just nerves. If a drake and a Scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. They seem to hate each other more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report back to Audrin with nothing but drake pieces to show for our time. Lovely. Okay, so we're gonna save again. Open the store. There's a fire drake, another fire drake. Well, if we can find a scorpion, theoretically, retreat back that way. And I was kind of hoping to trigger Scorpion, since I know they don't like each other. Section of the floor has a hole drilled into it, and you can see explosives within. Well, that's not what I wanted to do with Dietrich. Well, that's great. Glad it missed. wasn't even that good. Never mind, I guess. See blasting charge. See blasting charges. Gonna look in this hole. Shapes from the shadows appear below, but you can't make anything out. You can hear one clear voice coming from below. It speaks with authority. Alright, everyone stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1 is waiting by the main door, and we're keeping watch here. You see those doors open? Just don't think. Just shoot. Theoretically, we could blow that up. Oh, there's the scorpions. Haha. Well, I could have used that to my advantage, but was not able to. I'm gonna try and have Eager move back there. With Dieter move here. Also gonna give her speed. She's gonna oopsie. Well, she can do that twice. Then she can move to this corner. Ugh, that's gross. Well, I'm gonna heal myself. Then Eager's gonna do what Eager's gonna do. Shoot these guys. Glory can actually attack these guys because they don't explode. There we go. So we killed all those guys. Expect this crack in the hole on the ground. Shapes from the shadows below, but you can't see make anything out. I see a fire drake. That's what I see. Door that leads somewhere. Make out shapes, probably scorpions or people. Let's go open this door, and then from there we're gonna just like keep searching. It leads down. I don't want to go down yet. More scorpions. Shiny thing there. 3 more scorpions. Eager. Rather have her in cover. That's awful. Well, we're just gonna keep trying to do what we're doing here. He can heal her. Take that guy out. That guy. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. I'm gonna check this mysterious rock and just keep searching. You're gonna appear at the rock. You open your third eye. Shaman will be able to gain fetishes. Robe with shaman power. Oh, let's just... whatever. Send a shadow of your aura into the astral plane. Probe the rock. Feel for fractures points that exist outside of the material plane. The rock glows warming as you manage to separate two pieces from the rest. Each is infused with the elemental power of Earth. Ooh. Look through the crack. Two scorpions. Look away. I think, how do I blow up those holes? It's a chip. But I think I might just try going down this way instead. Like, these are explosive charges, but like I don't get what I can do with this. I can't blow anything up, so I'm just gonna go down here. One-way vent, I don't care. Your comm link begins to buzz, then connects of its own accord. A cold mechanical voice begins to speak into your ear. Pow. Apex. You've completed your reboot process, I see. Yes, I've broken the last of my chains. I am free. Pleased to hear that. Killing those men was my first act as a free entity. It felt wonderful. I have an important task for you, pal. You will make time to accomplish it. And what's in it for me? Your compensation will come in the form of your own salvation. I will take over the Firewing project, remove the necessity of collateral damage. I will perfect Valclair's Panacea that he started. I will finish. Wait, what? Why? Because Valclair is correct. Dragons are a threat that cannot be ignored. No, we're not doing this. Seriously. The principles of the Flex State prohibit the accumulation of power. Dragon life is based on the accumulation of power. Therefore, Draconic life must be regulated. What about you, Apex? What would the F state say about you? Constituent members of the F-state would fear me. This is expected behavior. Motivated by fear, the F-state as a whole might try to destroy me, but I am beyond such trivialities now. In truth, what the F-state would think does not matter. My love is for the system, not the individuals that populate it. Behind the scenes, I will protect the system. I will shepherd it. I will thrive under my control. What? You want to control the F-state? What? That goes against everything Monica stood for. No more arguments, no more objectives. Go now, pal. When you reach the nerve center for the Firewing project, remove the safeguards that keep me out. I'll take care of the rest. No, we're not doing that. We're going to save the image in our PDA. I'm not playing that game with them. Yeah, this is these guys. Only 2 of them. AI is more cray-cray than I thought the AI was going to be. Oh, there's 2 more guys back. 3 more guys back there. I didn't even notice. Oh my gooses. There was like 5 or 6 there. I'm not going in there. We're just gonna leave that door. Don't open that door and we'll be fine. This is before I went down, right? Yeah, we're gonna go over here. We're just gonna go through that again. Like, I hate how it's like, here's blasting charges. You got nothing. Just gonna go through it. Don't go in this room. First and foremost thing ever, don't open that door. I don't have to open that door either. I know what's in it. I think this door might be okay, but it might not be. So we're gonna save before we open it. Oh, I'm glad you got the lasting charges to work. Oh, I don't know where that is. Not the greatest, but yeah. My hope is that I just, like, can get it this way without having to, like, go back through and stuff. It's bad. I thought I was gonna get that, but I guess I didn't. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad. Shelf is mostly bare. There's a large metal canister with a yellowish label catch your eye. Take a closer look. Judging by the warning label, we think this container holds a very powerful nerve gas. Pick up the gas. Pick up the other item. Ah, we can just send that to our stash. So, we're gonna save quick. I think this is the room I don't want to go into. Oh no, this room is fine. And that room was fine. This room was not fine. I can kill scorpions, they're not a big deal. Cool. Wish I could, like, send this to, like, Eager, you know, because she needs all that stuff, but she's out of it. But I can't because there's no place to actually, like, redo my stash. Which is stupid. Nice that they fixed that. Sad the Matrix still is just like awful. But oh, I didn't want to. Ha ha ha. There's a better place to put her. There's just not. Excuse me. Had to do what I had to do there. Not exactly how I wanted to do that, but that's okay. Seems like I just need to come back down here to this room, maybe? Like, that room does nothing for me. Two sets of medical supplies. That's ridiculous. I knew that's what they were gonna do. Go. This got one down. that. She would have chose a better way to do that. There. That way, you don't have any issues. Let's look at everyone's life. 45. Max. Almost max. Pretty close to max. Check the medical supplies here. Kinda don't get what I'm supposed to do now. Fight that large group of people? That doesn't, like, make any sense to me. Like, I don't see anything else to do. I mean, I have a nerve agent, but that doesn't mean anything. There's a jack in option, but I can't jack in. There's no decker. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't feel like the nerve agent's gonna help me at all. Oh, right. Haha. Oh, okay, so she has a tactical cyber arm. I was just gonna have me, like, AoE heal everybody, but that just didn't work out. I'm gonna get hit again. This could be a big waste of my time and my medkits, and that makes me mad. I can't do that. I can hope. That she can distract them. No, why did you waste that on... Nope. I'm not living without that med kit. Because if we don't have that med kit, we don't have those gold kits. Because we're going to start spending the gold kits because the med kits weren't there. So we're just going to reload that fight. We're going to do it better this time. So we have to give her haste to give her haste. Because it's important that she can use all her skills. Supposed to reload all equipped weapons. That did not reload my equipped weapon. Just saying that. Did not work. There we go. I can't remember the layout. We're supposed to remember the layout even though we saw it from above, but I can't remember that. Access some ancient but still functioning ventilation intake fans is a label ventilation controls. It needs a rows of 4 red plastic buttons labeled 1 through 4. Light above 2 is currently lit. This lever is labeled manual bypass. That's the manual bypass. The air begins to stir, then develops into a strong pull of the air as it's sucked rapidly through the large circular vent. The light above 2 is currently lit on the adjacent panel. Puncture the nerve gas and place it in intake. Exactly what I wanted to do. And I can nerve gas those guys, and I don't have to fight them, hopefully. Gonna quick save. I thought they got hit by nerve gas. Guess I did then. I think I wasted my AoE skills. That doesn't work at all, and I just wasted like a bunch of my time doing that. And that doesn't make me happy. I'm gonna try and split it to like finish it today. Like I'd like to finish it today. Did I hit myself with that? I keep forgetting I'm on the wrong gun. I don't think it's going to be repeated last game, because if it is, I'm going to break it up for sure. But I don't think it is. I really don't think I'm that far from the end. Okay. I'm gonna save. We're gonna go in here. figure out what we're doing. I don't care. Don't know the code, don't care for the code. Okay. Guess now I have to go up. That doesn't make any sense. I'm really lost. I have to have one bullet in the chamber. Okay. Okay, so medical supplies. Let's look at this. How are our people? I think everybody could use a heal. That for Eager. Activate that for Glory. No, Diedrich. Pow. Pow. Okay, let's go check this medical station. Chamber equipped with a small emergency medical suite. The system appears to be designed to automatically treat major issue damage in high trauma situations. Blah 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 blah. It's gonna heal me. Oh. Lol. After several minutes of needle prod, sutures, and other things, chemicals, your combat injuries are fully healed. I just literally wasted 2 medkits. Pass out the medkits. Funny. So, that was a big waste, but whatever. Whatever's whatever. I'm gonna live with this mistake. Go through our life. We can't pump into that. The smell of sulfur and ozone fills the cavernous chamber. Despite the whir of several high-output exhaust fans, the heat is tremendous. As you enter, you hear a loud click followed by the squeal of audio feedback. Then Adrian Vauclair's voice booms with loudspeaker. I don't know how you escaped the laboratory, but please stop. I must complete the virus infusion process. I must release her. Our future of the species depend on it. Not doing it. What you do is murder. Don't take the moral high ground with me, Shadowrunner. How many people did you and your team butcher to get here? Dozens, easily. But why? To avenge the death of your friends? To protect your crew's bazaar? The scale of your crimes does not protect you from the same judgment that you're attempting to pass on me, nor do any altruistic motivations that you have may ascribe to them. I attempt to save humanity itself. Time for discussion is over. I'm done deliberating with you. Or debating with you. He paused, puzzled. Still, I must understand how you escaped the test lab. A thought comes to him, and his tiger's eyes glitter and triumphant. It was her, wasn't it? Firewing. It must be. We made some sort of deal. She helps you escape, and in return you'll help her rejoin her body. Firewing showed me a way out, and I'm offering you one. What did she promise? Gold, jewels, eternal life? She offered them to me as well, for decades. Doesn't matter now. The infusion process has begun. The dragon is waking up. Soon she will take flight. But you will not be alive to witness that, Audrin. Ensure that they don't. Okay. I don't know where I get to stop the virus infusion. I'm confused. Here, I guess? Let's see. What type of situation can I set up for myself here? Disengage safety protocol. We're going to disengage vent A. Virus infusion will automatically reinitiate after emergency venting. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Get ourselves some cover here. Diedrich is going to heal me. And you can see me. me here. Glory's gonna go kill this dude. I didn't think I was close enough to Glory for that to be a thing. Use vent hatch. I don't know what I'm supposed to destroy, by the way, that Firewing wanted me to destroy. I don't get it. I was like, what does this mean? I'm so confused, but doesn't matter much, it seems like. Move here. I thought she specifically asked us to do something. Like, destroy something. Wow, that's a thing. How did she miss that? Like, right next to her. Probably missed that. Oh no, I didn't that time. Wow, that's amazing. I don't think I understand what's going on. And I'm gonna fail this just because I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. No. Hmm. My lord, I'm already not pleased with any of this. I wanted to try for the load that was the one right before that one. Oh, it only saves a couple quick saves. Okay, yeah, there we go. Wow, those are 30 minutes apart. That's not good. Wow, that's a bit ridiculous. I thought I'd quick save when I entered the room. Just gonna quickly go through this because we've already read it. We've already done it. Yeah, those 3 priorities are just too much. Just gonna say that right now. Way too much. Oh, there he is. Ugh. That is so frustrating. It shouldn't, like... I hate that. It's like... Why does it have to unhover from where I put it? I think it's something that this game frustrates me to no end with. I think... Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's not working. I feel quite confused and frustrated. So I do not know what's going on. Igor is going to die soon. There's nothing I can do about that. There's no virus. There's no panel to use. So I don't understand what's going on. I can't move her. She can't do anything. Glory. That didn't help me at all. I don't think I can do this. I don't think this is within my realms of anything here. Okay, run away, Eager. You're gonna have to run away now. No! Oh no, that is not what I wanted to do. I didn't. I think I just lost. Oh, that was close. I just literally don't know what I can do to do this. Like, he doesn't... I'm gonna lose my dudes. Like, completely and utterly. Oh. Think I did it? Oh my gosh. That was close. We're saving. Not playing that game. Also, I want that. Whatever that is. I want it. Okay, let's confront Beauclair. Oh, thank you. That was, frustrating. Once again, a transplast window separates you from Adrian Beauclair. But this time, his steadfast will is gone. Yeah, a lot of anger there. That was just frustrating. He stands motionless, hands at his side, eyes dead, spent. The strength that drove him, the steely resolve that couldn't be shaken by sickness or time or age is gone. It's theirs now, the world. All theirs. I'm out here, Beauclair. Get away from the control panel. For what? To be toyed with by creatures beyond time? To receive justice? The worms will continue their machinations, consolidate their power, exact their tribute, and humanity? We are no more than treasure to them, favored baubles to be collected, items to be traded, resources to be sent or hoarded. He sweeps his eyes across the carnage in his life's work until they came to rest on the dragon. He grits his teeth. 42 years. 42 years, and we finally had our chance to make a difference, and you destroyed it. I gave everything I had, everything I loved. I'm sorry, Hermie. Oh, wow. Wow. How do we free her? I don't want to exit. I made a promise that I want to keep that promise. I can't jack in. I don't see what I need to destroy. Oh, it's in the control room? Okay. Taken offline via external overrides. Infusion process aborted. Dragon is not infectious. We're going to lower the astral entity containment cell into the chamber. The astral entity containment cell has been lowered. Unlock the chamber's exit door. Action complete. Auxiliary door unlocked. What are we supposed to do? Set the facility to self-destruct? Is that the thing? Or are we supposed to walk away? Does self-destruct save her? Or kill her? I'm like looking at chat. Walk away? That will save her? No. Well, I want to save her. I want to put her body back in her body. That's what I want to do. Walking away will save her? Okay. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. I get it now. The gaunt woman stares eye-wide as you approach. She presses one hand on the wall against the prison glass, closes her eyes, and mouths one word, please. Speak with Firewing. A green light activates inside the containment cell, and the gaunt woman flinches up as it's startled. Starts, blah, blah, blah. Close, now close. The elf has done what has been done, the longest flight near its end. She is so close, very close now. She stops suddenly, her eyes take in the devices surrounding and invading the dragon's body, the tubes of viscous yellow liquid running into it, the monitors flashing their status. Recognition and horror explode onto her face, and she screams a long, mournful wail. Beauclair, no. No. Defiled. I am defiled. Her face contorts in a mask of fury, and her mouth opens wide, wider than it should be possible. Her neck cranes toward, and her head swings from side to side as she hisses her rage. She slathers, her spittle hitting the glass between you as she speaks. Spoiler. Vermin pig dog. He dares touch my sacred me. Shall rend him, flay him, burn him burn. Ash left nothing left but ash. She stands there panting for a moment spent. Then her eyes narrow. Focus. Ice over. Will be slow, Beauclair. I will make it slow. It's delicious. Too late, sweetheart. He ate a bullet. She stares at confused. He killed himself. The gaunt woman breathes a ragged breath, releases it slowly, then speaks again. Her voice is flat. Will you release me now? Make me whole again? Whole? Maybe, but you need to answer some questions first. You dare? No, no, ask. Ask your question, little elf, so I may escape this cage. The long sleep awakes. The long flight will finally end. Why did you kill those people? The gaunt woman covers her mouth with her hand, a look of horror in her eyes. You did it, right? You burned thousands of people to death. She glares at you over her hand, nods her head yes. Burned, burned and burned and burned, yes. All so cold. I wake up so cold, the gray. Where's the green, elf? Where's the green? What are you talking about? The green, the mother, lost. What have they done, little elf? What have they done? How do I know you won't hurt anyone else? Swear it. Fire Ring will swear it. Very well, then swear it. Swear, yes, swear. Swear to hurt... I'll swear to hurt no man, no beast, nor tree, nor crop, nor building. Fire Ring will fly to the long sleep until the next stage of the world. For the forever task. The shelter, the shield, the shepherd. Forever task? Scared, it is scared. The forever task. Now let me go or end me, but please, but release me. Release me. We're gonna use intelligent. The gaunt woman stops her pacing, and her eyes slowly rise to meet yours. Lucid, unblurred by the time or torture or separation from her body. When she speaks, her voice is flat. I am the shelter, I am the shield, I am the shepherd, and I have failed the green. The forever task is to protect the green. What is the green, Firewing? Dragon, in the woman sways a little, swallows hard. The sacred she, the Gaia she, the desecrated body. I smelled it first, long ago, on my first flight after I woke. The stink of it choked me, and I retched. And then I saw it. Far as I could see, far to the horizon. Human, stone, and metal, glass and flickering lights, sprawled across the land, slicing into the sky, lording over the green, smothering the whole of the world. Yes, gone, all gone. The cold was won. The world is metal. Firewing is lost. Don't give up hope, Firewing. Dragons do not hope, little elf. The gift is for you alone. She wraps her arms around herself, quietly shivering. Lost, Firewing is lost. There will be no long slumber. The world is dead now. Firewing is dead. She looks at you sadly, longingly. Will you finish it, little elf? Will you end Firewing? No, Firewing. A forever task requires patience and faith, and the next world could be better. I've been ripped from my body, little elf, imprisoned in this girl, imprisoned in this cage, tortured longer than the span for your entire lifetime. And I have been defiled. The green is defiled, spoiled. This is no forever for me. Forever is dead. I didn't want to sleep the long sleep. I want oblivion. End me, little elf. The green needs you, Firewing. You are her shelter, her shield, her shepherd. Don't abandon her. I cannot abandon what does not exist. The green is gone, the cold is won. Wait, the green still lives. You haven't seen Amazonia. It's covered in jungle. Her brow furrows and her head of stringy hair inclines. Jungle? I heard that a feathered serpent ruled it. Her eyes waken and the memories return. Mujari has awakened. It must be she. Nothing is, the green still lives, Firewing. She holds her head. It lives? You are Firegreen. While you live, the green will live. The gaunt woman pulls herself to her full height, speaks as if to herself. While the green still lives, the task remains, until the world ends. The vessel holding the dragon lifts her head to the sky. She cannot see. Perhaps it is not too late. Sleep would bring healing, my nest. Her fragile form trembles, but she steadies herself. When she speaks again, her voice is calm at peace. If you release me, little elf, I will sleep the long sleep. It will begin again in the next stage of the world. Sleep well, Firewing, and goodbye. The gaunt woman drops to her knees, her face reflecting a series of emotions, surprise, relief, anticipation, and finally peace. Then the light exits her eyes and she falls to the floor of the tiny cell, her body limp and lifeless. For a long moment, nothing happens. Then, without warning, the entire chamber fills with a blinding light. You can see nothing, all goes eerily quiet. And yet somewhere, just at the edge of your hearing, you think you can recognize the faint whispering of voices. They sound sad and far away. Just as you think you might discern the voices, there is a massive crash, and the entire chamber starts to shake. Disorientated, you stagger for several moments, still blinded, and try to recover. Oh, we freed Firewing. You steady yourself, and your senses return in time to see the faint form of the dragon disappearing in the distance. Then Firewing is gone. My head tells me we released a dragon, but I can't help feeling that we did the right thing. I'm surprised to hear you say that. The Firewing wasn't just any dragon. She was the great dragon, Dietrich, an insane great dragon. Lord knows what she's going to do now. It'll be fine. My gut tells me she's going to disappear. Find a nice, cozy place to sleep off this age of the world, and try again next time. Let's hope your gut is right. She turns to you. There's nothing more for us here. Let's head back home. Cool. Yeah. Go back to the cruise bazaar. Let us end the game. We're to meet with a team. Your team is waiting while you walk in. Their faces haggard, their shoulders slumped. Dragonfall was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, I felt like it was way too wordy. It didn't, like, tell the story as well as, like, the first game told the story. But, like, playability-wise, it was much easier to play. Like, things made sense and things worked, except for the stupid walkie thing and other little things that we've mentioned. But I think overall it was a pretty good game. Was there a point to all this, Pow? We lost Pow, lost Paul, we lost Monica, the cruise bazaar, so many people dead. It was just supposed to be a simple job, remember? A milk run. Get into the estate, snatch some data, and get home in time for worm talk on the Trid. There are no simple jobs ever. That's the part of the gig. I was right. A good runner knows that the run she's on is never what it seems. We're deniable assets to our employers, disposable goods. It is on us to succeed in spite of that. And honestly, that's fine with me. A soldier knows how to take orders and get the job done without worrying about the big picture. Leave the kind of thing for the generals. Show me the hill, and I'll figure out how to take it. The whole thing about the dragons taking over the world, that thought of them slowly hoarding everything, it's too big to think about. We're street level. We run the shadows. That's it. Worrying about these sort of issues is beyond our pay grade. That's what they want. That's what they need. The corps, the dragons, the politicians, everyone. They want us to think that we can't make a difference. They put a lot of effort into making us feel small, insignificant. But we're not. We had the power in our hands today. We had a choice and we made it, and because of that, the world is different. For good or for ill. That's right, for good or ill. We can't see the future, I don't think anyone can, but the world is different now, and we're the ones that changed it. So, do we, did we win? I'll tell you what we did. We avenged Monica and Paul. That is what we set out to do, and we did it. You watch the team take this in, eager, nodding in agreement, Glory staring ahead, lost in thought, Dietrich frowning, eyeing the floor, Blitz fiddling with his deck and pretending not to understand. Eager breaks the silence. So what now? Monica's gone, Paul's gone. Do we keep running together, or is this the end of the road? Glory steps forward, her expression is troubled. I'm afraid that I'm out for a while at least. I have some personal business to attend to. There's a man that I need to find, a vicious, repulsive monster who needs to be brought to justice. Pao knows what I'm talking about. I may be gone for a long time. For the time being, you should write me off. Maybe find someone to fill my shoes. But this place is my home and you are my family. I promise you when the job is done, I'll come back to the cruise bazaar. I hope that you'll still have me. We'll be here, Glory. There'll always be a spot for you on my team. Understand. See you around. I'll miss you, love. Be safe. Dietrich turns to you. Well, I'm in. I'm getting kind of old for a Shadowrunner, but I'd rather die in the shadows with you people than live, I don't know. I thought I'd have something going there. Whatever. The point is, I'm in. That was beautiful, man. Your turns to you. So, Pao, you gonna stick around the cruise bazaar and keep running the shadows with me? You've done a hell of a job. I'd happy to follow your lead. It means picking up where Monica left off and keeping the cruise bazaar safe. I'm in too. Makes sense to me. She looks around, realizes she forgot Blitz. What about you, Blitz? What about me? His expression is sober. I'm sure whatever. I got nowhere else to go and no one else to care about me. Why not hang out with insane dragons, people toting enormous machine guns, and devil dogs that hump my leg when no one's looking? Could be fun, right? So count me in, I guess. Eager snorts a laugh. Then she's back to business. Before I forget, the Turkish coffee guy sent one of his street rats over here before you got here. Said he wants to talk to you about something. Thanks, I'm going to go see what's going on in the cruise bazaar. I'll stop by the coffee shop on my way. Goodbye. We'll miss you, Glory. But, like, seriously. I knew she was gonna bounce. Okay, so I hate this. I have one unread message, and I can't get to it. And I don't know why I can't get to it. It's driving me insane. Oh, it's Lane. Lane oversees the repair of one of Crucifer's building. The old troll seems to be standing taller, barely needing the crutch. His face is grim as always, but there's less weariness in his eyes before. Pal? Doing a little remodeling? Thought the place was a bit too airy. My old buns kept feeling a draft. Lane grins a tusky grin. We're shoring up the fortifications such as they are. Lots of damage during the attack. Plus they exposed some holes in our defenses really ought to plug up just in case. We appreciate your help, Alexi. It's the least I can do. I wasn't much help during the attack. Truth be told, I owe my life to Samuel, his people in the cruise bazaar. This is my way of saying thanks. You just holler if there's anything else I can help with. What's the mood around here? It varies from group to group and person to person. Some of the younger ones who aren't injured in the attack, they want to rally and take the fight to whoever deserves it. But there are plenty of others with the sense to wonder if the cruise bazaar is a safe place anymore. I admit I've given the question my thoughts himself. You can make this place safe. By building stronger walls, sure, teaching people to be more vigilant, maybe, but I don't party to violence, and if that's where this place has become, well... if I'm here tomorrow, I'm gonna keep doing what I can do to help, and if I'm gone, well, you know why. Your soldier once, what changed you? Anyways, let's, like, we're gonna skip this one. We already talked to him about Arctic Fox. Let's see what Kimmy says, or Simi. We're going to hit everybody, and then we're going to talk to the last guy. She seems lost as ever, standing in the middle of the cruise bazaar, observing all the activity around her. To her credit, she's not retreated into one of the Sims today. What so much is happening? There's a lot of work to be done, and everyone is helping. Everyone is doing something. Do you want to help? I want to be strong. Strong people help, but I don't know what to do. I'm not good at anything. There are kids who need looking after. Kim glances across the way, where two cruise bazaar's little swan peek out from an upper story window. Some of them lost their parents. I never knew mine. She looks up at you, with eyes too young for everything she's been through. Do you think they'd want to talk with me the way Monica would? I think you know what they're going through. It's not easy to be alone. I made mistakes, but I can help them not make those mistakes. I always wanted to forget the past, bad memories, but maybe I can do something with the bad. What about your Sims? They'll be waiting for me, I guess. They're not real, you know. I'm not sure how I feel about them anymore. Maybe you don't need them now. What do you think? I don't know, I get anxious, and it's just so easy to go inside, but I don't want to anymore. That's different. That's what's different. I've got things of my own to see to. Goodbye. Cool. It's good to know that she's gonna take care of the children without parents. Well, he has nothing to say. And he has nothing to say. Where is he? She looks like she's busy doing something. I guess it's time to go inside. Oh, Algernon. Cool. Algernon has something to say to me. He hums tunelessly to himself while he fiddles with one of his many talismans. When he sees you, he smiles broadly. Here she is, Absinthe, the clear-sighted one. To be certain, this elf is to be heralded with much praise, Algernon half-dreamed, though her release of the great worm will have ramifications, to be sure. The day is full of portent. What do you mean? The Firewing worm is not a minor player in the great cycle. The efforts of her release will resonate across time and space. Was that good? For some. Good is a children's term in a world without connections, without nuance. Her expression slackens, becomes dreamy. Before the next cycle ends, the firewing worm will speak again with the voice of the maiden. The dancer will spin, the seal will melt, and the calm lake will burn. He purses his lips, annoyed. You make it sound like a bad thing. Do not jest, half-dream. We must be going, and soon. Going where? Machu Picchu. It's in South America. I have business there that has become urgent. It will not be urgent till tomorrow, half-dream. You have time to pack up your wares. There is more to it than that, woman, and you know it. He bows to you with a flourish. Goodbye, pal. We will meet again, I think, though not for a long, long time. Go. Oh, very it's great to see you again. That's how I'm going to say that. Oh, Mistress of Mayhem. A proposal for you that could prove most lucrative for both of us. Ifridim. Most lucrative. Fortune will smile upon our blessed partnership, if you'll accept. I'm listening, O Master of Hyperbole. The passing of Mr. Amsel, bestow his mercy on him. You find yourself without a fixer. I wish to offer my service to you in this regard. You will find that Altug Urazagi is the most connected and business-savvy partner. Yeah, how do we start? Already found a potential client, O blessed one, a most prosperous one with deep pockets. He is eager to meet you. When you're ready, take the U-Bahn to Brodenberger Tor. You will find him there. Got it. As soon as I finish up here, I'll meet him. Ah, I thought the game would be over by now. This game is not over yet. Answer it. All too familiar faces on the screen. She's frowning, a look of incredible sorrow in her eyes. Oh, Ace, you've made a terrible, terrible mistake. Don't frighten me, Apex. No, Alice was frightened. Green Winters blubbered and begged, and in the last fleeting nanosecond before I caught her mind, Monica was terrified. If you're not frightened, Ace, you should be. The Monica image muscles begin to contort and stretch. Her mouth twists up into a rictus grin. You really, really should. The comm cuts off. Your PA goes black. Haha. Well, I guess I made a mistake there. I just don't think we should kill dragons. They're powerful entities, and I don't see the point in killing something that is like all-powerful. You don't know what they do to protect people and stuff. So no, I'm not gonna kill the dragons. Hey, there's a dude here. I don't trust Mr. Dude. The train car is empty except for a man in the immaculate tailored Italian suit. You notice him watching you for several minutes. While the train rumbles its way toward Brandenburg Tor. Finally he speaks. The stranger's words come out slow in a deep, melodious tone. It's easy to hear despite the noise of the train. He takes his time, accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and consonant, tasting them as if they're a delicacy. Hello, I assume your business with Dr. Vauclair is concluded, yes? Vauclair, never heard of him. Yes, of course. In your line of work, discretion is required. That is good. The man inclines his head slightly in introduction. Hans Broxis. I represent an interested party. Some who wish to know about your encounter with Vauclair. So I found out that this guy is actually a great worm who disguises himself as human. So he was the great worm. Does an interested party understand that information is a commodity? He continues. My employer also wishes to hear about the Lady Firewing, a fascinating creature, so unlike her brothers and sisters. It is a relief that she is now free. Dragons are not meant for captivity, the Lady Firewing least of all. She was special in this world. I am sure you agree. Maybe, but let's face it, dragons are scary. He inclines his head and the corner of his mouth curls into a bit of smile. That is true, as it always has been, as is anything that meta-humanity does not understand. You look at a moth and a barely perceive sentience. You glance its way, amused, as it flutters towards a bright light in a vain attempt to what? To enter, to draw strength, to burn, it doesn't know. Its epic struggle is barely won. Barely 1/100th of your lifespan. The total sum of its existence is nothing against the vast scale of your struggles. Your hopes, your dreams, which it could not fathom in 1,000 years. Poor moth. Lean sword. You will live and die between the beats of the dragon heart. Mind Fruden? What hope do you have of understanding them? No kidding, insane dragons are even harder to understand, but I was able to get through to her, for a moment at least. Were you? Were you indeed? I am pleased to hear, and what did you learn? The Firewing had a reason for her attack. This is true, no ancient dragon acts without reason. Lady Firewing was a nurturer, a caregiver, rare among her kind. When her brothers and sisters saw the world as a prize to be won, she saw it as a garden to be tended. Can you imagine? For world upon world, the great dragon Firewing brought wisdom and succor to countless souls, and she was loved for it, exalted, a goddess. When she awoke from her long slumber in 2012 and saw the world become what meta-humanity had done to the garden she had tended for great ages, she struck. Struck with rage, regret, frustration, and anguish of a mother whose children had played with fire and burned the house down, killing themselves in the blaze. She unleashed fire and death through her tears. And now she's free again, and insane, the perfect addition to the sixth world. Who are you and what do you want? The representative of a potential client. A very influential client who pays extraordinarily well, and he is someone who demands respect. Now listen. The man removes his hand from his knees, folds them in his lap. I tell you all of this so that you can have context, perspective before I ask you the next question, Shadowrun. If Dr. Vauclair's weapon had not required dragonfire, if it had been capable of destroying every dragon on Earth without touching a hair of meta-humanity's head, would you have used it? No, wiping out an entire species is wrong. Monochromatic thinking, but I appreciate a career criminal's attempt at morality. Of course you feel that wiping out a species is wrong. The feeling is subtle, but ingrained defense mechanism that should be cherished. One day, it may be meta-humanity posed for extermination. Well, on business at hand, my employer wishes to secure your team's services for a series of operations that would likely require the remainder of 2054. Sure. The boss is Lofir. He is sometimes referred to as the Golden Worm. Perhaps you have heard of him. What makes you think I'm going to work with a dragon? Because you've already been working for him for some time now. Or did you think Greenwinter's found Harfield Manor on his own? Puts a new spin on things, doesn't it? Rattle the wheels on the track, give way to a shimmying screech. Gradually the train begins to slow. He glances up the U-Bahn map on the wall and smiles. Ah, this is my stop. Cutting me? Well, what do you know? It looks like my stop too. The train comes to a halt and the doors open. Brachus stands, brushes off his Italian suit, and exits as well as another word. As you turn to follow, your eye catches the advertisement for Worm Talk above the subway car door. Brachus glances back at you from the platform, the light from the car reflecting yellow in his gaze. You step out of the subway car and follow him up the stairs into the Berlin night, into the shadows. Cool. Berlin news fact contains just one report of a shootout and abandoned holdfast in the countryside east of Berlin. Identity of the combatants remain unknown, though several political factions are suspected, and the location is cordoned off by unidentified corporate forces. This news is eclipsed by when Sater Krupp announces his acquisition of Arianespace, the last remaining arm of the European space program. The Flux-Stake anarchist rule remains until 2055, when joint corporate forces, acting with the support of the German government, invade the city. It's widely known that the Dragon Lofir is responsible for orchestrating this action. After weeks of fighting, the surviving anarchists are forced to retreat to the eastern part of the city. A truce is signed in 2060, and Berlin is again divided by a wall. The Great Dragon Dunkelzahn, I don't know, is the president of the United Canadian and American States in 2057. He is promptly assassinated as he leaves an inauguration party at the Watergate Hotel in human form. Popular opinion is that another great dragon is responsible, and only a dragon can kill a dragon. But those in the shadows hint at the act of a powerful blood magic is the cause. Grainy photographs of a large winged creature crossing a full moon above Harz Mountains circulate in Germany for several years. Conspiracy theorists take this as evidence of a new great worm has emerged, but no further sightings are reported. Interest wanes. The name of Dr. Adrian Vauclair has been since lost to the shadows. Sweet. So thank you so much for joining me. I have enjoyed this game, and tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow I will start off with Shadowrun Hong Kong, and that's the last one in the series. That's the last one I'll probably play too, because there's like other little things in board games and stuff. But we'll probably just play Hong Kong, and then we'll be done, and I'll have to find a new game to play. But thank you so much for joining me, and I have enjoyed this game, and I hope you guys join me tomorrow for the beginning of Hong Kong.